Alright guys, we back with another one. It's your boy ChronicTurbo. We're over here at Hill Nissan. I'll put their information in the video itself. And of course, we have a 2026 Nissan Armada Pro 4X. This does have intelligent four-wheel drive, and we'll talk a little bit more about that. This vehicle is absolutely amazing, and we're going to be reviewing it today, and I'm going to talk about some of the tech, the features that you get on this vehicle. Of course, we're going to go over pricing as well. And about pricing, if you come here to Hill Nissan and you want to buy this particular vehicle, or any vehicle for that matter, just tell them ChronicTurbo sent you and they'll work something out with you. Trust me. Just ask for Zach. He's the GM here. Really cool guy. Everybody here is super awesome and very down to earth. So you will love your experience here at Hill Nissan. But all right, let's get into the video. All right, guys, it's your boy ChronicTurbo Reviews. Like I said, we're going to get into this review of this 2026 Nissan Armada Pro 4X. This does have Nissan's intelligent four-wheel drive system, which detects, what type of terrain you're on and type of slippery and road conditions, and it activates the system, which is actually pretty cool. You do have full LED headlights, which are daytime running lights. They're on right now as well. I didn't turn the headlights on because it is daytime, but I probably should have. I'm a little bit lazy. But you do have your Nissan badge right here, nice black with the red outline, and you do have your front facing camera because you do have all around view camera systems on here. So it's a full 360 view, as you'll be able to see on your dashboard, be able to detect different things as they're in your way. You do have a full metal skid plate underneath as well. It is reinforced with your tow hooks that are in orange and not red, so I guess that's orange as well. But you do have gloss black on the front grille. It does add a nice luxury look to it, but the vehicle still has a pretty nice stance. It's very wide. You do have this very muscular hood. As you can see, the body lines forming right there on the hood with this big massive center. There is not a huge bulge because you do have a turbo V6 engine, not a V8. But we'll talk about that later once I pop the hood. We'll get into the specs and everything. I know some of you may raise your pitchforks, but I think it's honestly really cool. You do have flat black on the middle portion of the bumper, and you do have your fog lamps in there as well, along with your front sensors. Like I said, this vehicle does have an intelligent drive system as well. So, forward collision warning, adaptive cruise control. The car can pretty much drive itself for a short while. It's actually pretty cool. And on the side, you do have these large and in charge 20-inch aluminum alloy wheels. They are gloss black. Really nice looking. You do have your Nissan logo. No branded brakes, but you do have a nice brake system on there as well. The vehicle's pretty rugged. You do have gloss black on this actual vent right here, and it is functional. So it does help draw out some heat from that engine bay. Gloss black on the mirror caps with that's your little camera right there for your blind spot monitor. So that's actually really cool. We have flat black on the doorstep right there. And as for this body color, it's called gunmetal metallic, and it is a two-tone color. You have the black roof with the actual car color itself. As you can see right here, this is the window sticker. You can go ahead and pause it. You can look at some of the features that the vehicle comes with. And the pricing on this vehicle is $82,580 MSRP. Of course, with incentives and everything else that goes on, and if you tell them ChronicTurbo sent you, you may be able to get a better price on this vehicle. So I recommend giving them a call, asking to speak to Zach, and he will help you out. Just tell him ChronicTurbo sent you. And of course, big, huge windows on this vehicle. A lot of visibility. You need something on something like this large. Armada, right there on the plaque. It is orange. Adds a nice bit of flavor to the vehicle as well. Go around the back. You do have LED tail lamps, and they do run all the way to the middle. And let me go ahead and step back and let you get a better view of that. Does say Armada in black. You can't really see it from a distance, but it is very tasteful. You do have your Pro 4X badge in bold letters. It also is in gloss black as well. Rear bumper, gloss black on both sides with flat black in the middle. And of course, that's that single tip exhaust. I'll put in a clip to show you how that sounds upon startup. And of course, you have your rear view mirror as well. I mean, not rear view mirror, rear view camera as well. But let's go ahead and talk the dimensions of the vehicles, because I know it's a pretty large SUV, and I know you want to know exactly what you're dealing with as far as like size and dimensions. All right, total dimensions of the vehicles, you're talking 296, I'm talking about 296, 209.6 inches in length, 83.3 inches in width, 76.5 inches in height, and it has a 121-inch wheelbase. So it's a pretty large SUV. It is absolutely massive, and I love it. I'm not a big SUV guy, but rugged ones and ones that make you look like you're in charge, I'm all into it. My wife will absolutely love this vehicle. She would love it down. But let's go ahead and get into this trunk, and we'll talk about the cargo space as well. Also, weight of this vehicle is 6,055 pounds, if you wanted to know. So it's a big boy. I mean, what do you really expect for a vehicle of this size? All right, let's get into this trunk. I go ahead and put my foot under here for 1 second. Step back, it beeps to let you know it's going to open. You only put your foot there for 1 second. Do not hold it or it will not work. Now, here we are inside the trunk. In total, we got 20.4 cubic feet of space. So it's about average when you think about your standard full-size SUV. Unless it's like an extra long wheelbase like the Suburban or something like that, you will have a little bit more space in a vehicle like that. But it's pretty usable. Of course, you have your home outlet right here, 120 volts. You fold your seats down with these buttons. And also, you can lower the height of the vehicle if you're a bit shorter, or if you have something that's heavy and you don't really want to lift it too high. You can just lower the height here. Just press this. And you hear the little motor sound. I don't know if you could pick it up. I don't know if my mic is really picking it up, but the vehicle actually is lowering. And you see that gap is getting nice and close. And look how low it's sitting to the ground now. Let me go ahead and step back so you can see it even better. Now, if you're a bit shorter or if you have something heavier, you could just go ahead and put it in a little bit easier. And when you're done, you just raise it back up. You just press the up button. You hear a little click. The motor's going to come back into motion. And then boom, the vehicle is going to rise back up. And as I'm show you to the side for more illustration. Boom, wheel gap is back. Truck is back to the actual height that it's supposed to be. SUV, I keep saying truck, but it does ride on a truck platform. As far as storage goes for back here, you do have a little bit of storage under the floor mat as well. And then you do have a little storage in here. Don't know what you'll really put in there. You do have a first aid kit, so I would probably just throw that in there. And you can also throw like some jumper cables underneath, you know, this and all that other stuff. So it's really cool that you have that available on this vehicle. Now we go ahead and fold the seats down. So you got your right seat controls. Just press that. Boom. For the front. Boom. Look how fast it folds down. Only the third row folds slow. And I know there was this whole scare with like a child being crushed by the rear seat of a vehicle. I understand, my heart goes out to that family. You know, be careful and make sure your children are not in the rear. Even if they have auto stopping seats, don't take that chance. You know, get your baby out of the back first. Always double check where your children are. Don't let that happen to you. It's an absolute tragedy and you can't go back in time and fix it. But let's talk about the cargo capacity now that all the seats are folded down. In total, you got 97.1 cubic feet of space with everything folded down. If it was just the third row, you would have 56.3. That is more than enough space for almost anybody. If you were to complain about that, I wouldn't know what to tell you. You're probably really hard to please, to be completely honest. But the front seats, you cannot put them back up, of course. But the rear ones, since they are motorized, you actually can. You just press it once, they go ahead and come back up. If you want to do the second row, you're going to actually go up there and do it manually. But let's go ahead. Let's check out that engine bay. We're going to talk the horsepower specs, and then we're going to go ahead and hop into the interior of the vehicle. I'll start in the last row. I really don't want to, but I have to. Then I'll get into the second row, and then we'll get in the driver's seat, and we'll talk all the tech and the little features that you get on this vehicle. And I say little features, but it's really a lot. All right. See you soon. Oh, and of course, you could close this just by pressing this little button. Step back, it's going to beep. Go ahead and close this right back up. Nice and safe. All right, you do have hydraulic hood struts, which is amazing at this price point, and it's to be expected, to be honest. But you know, some vehicle manufacturers will still try you at this price point and give you a prop rod. So kudos to Nissan for that. You do have a twin turbo V6 under here. Sorry about the noise. The vehicle is on and running because it's very hot and I need the AC when I'm in there. But in total, we're going to talk about the power. You do have 516 pound-feet of torque, 425 horsepower, and a towing capacity up to 8,500 pounds. Absolutely incredible. 15 in the city, 18 on the highway for 16 mpg combined. I know it's a bit of a bummer for some of you, but you're getting a big SUV. It is paired with a 9-speed automatic transmission, so no CVT, even though a CVT wouldn't really work on a large vehicle like this. But that's enough out here. My phone's getting ready to die soon, so I'm gonna have to cut this video short very soon. So let's go ahead and hop into the vehicle. All right, get into the last row. You pull this little lever right here. The seats do go all the way forward like that. I'm 6'1", I'm gonna show you what it's like for me to step in. I am inside now. Go ahead and pull the seats back. I think I could be pretty comfortable back here. The headrest does dig into my back a little bit, but once I raise it up, I'm pretty fine. My knees do touch, so it'll be a very limited ride, nothing long distance, of course. You can fold the seats down with these buttons right here. And of course, you do have Type-C ports on both sides, and you have another button to push the seat forward. So if you want to get out, you can just press that right there. Boom, you're able to get out. Just make sure nobody's sitting there first. All leather back here. You don't have the red stitching, but that is absolutely okay. It's actually orange, but they call it red sometimes too. Black headliner in the vehicle. You do have a panoramic sunroof. It doesn't come all the way to the third row, but it does go into the second row. But you know, sometimes it's F-though kids, right? As for your AC vents, you do have them right up here in the roof. It does blow very nicely. It is super hot outside, so I'm very appreciative of that. As for headroom, I have none. I'm 6'1", I'm a pretty big guy, sweating bullets, as you can see. I've been outside all day. But let's go ahead and get in the second row. I'm done with this. Oh, this is not the fold the seats up. I'm sorry. This is the recline. See, look. And it's pretty fast, too. Damn, this thing is powerful. I'm a big guy, and it's just rocking me back and forth like a baby. But when you're ready to get out, just press that. It goes right forward. You kick it a little bit with your foot, and now you got space to egress. Bah! I'm a young guy, so I could jump out, but don't attempt that. Let me go ahead and step back in. Now we're in the second row. Let's talk these, materials. Soft touch leather across the top. You do have some more of that orange stitching right there. More soft touch right here. This is leather with gray stitching. Here's your clips audio speaker system. Another speaker down there. It's all hard touch at the bottom, but that's okay. Door handles feel very nice. Leather seat backs. It is not hard touch plastic. I actually love that. Heated seats, three-way heated seats. Three-stage heated seats for the rear passengers, which is awesome. Of course, you have your climate control. You can turn it on and off right here. Different fan speeds. You can adjust everything. 12 volt. You have your two Type-C ports right there as well. Full leather. You do have the orange stitching for the rear seats with your Pro 4X embroidery in the headrest. Here's the headrest for the rear, by the way. You couldn't really see it from up here. AC vents right up top. Getting hit with that nice airflow. You do have LED lighting for the rear, which is awesome. It is touch, so you just press on it like that. I'm ready to get up front. Are you ready to get up front? Oh yeah, let me show you this first. I'm sorry. Cup holder, armrest, nice. As with all Nissans, the seats are always super comfortable. They have that zero gravity seating. It's always a treat to sit in one of these trucks or SUVs or any Nissan for that matter. As for the actual window controls, they are automatic up down for all 4 windows. And you do have like this nice textured plastic. It's very nice, actually. It feels really good in your hands, but let's go ahead and hop up front, baby. All right, step in. Boom, just like that. I just get in here, baby. I just get in here. It is absolutely amazing. Vehicle is super comfortable. It is super nice. You do have these huge screens up here, and I'll go ahead and get into the dimensions of them as well. They are dual 14.3-inch displays. Nice. You're talking about over 28 inches in total of screenage. It is a panoramic display with 2 separate screens inside of it. It is absolutely awesome. Of course, you have your trailer package right there. You can control your trailer controls. You do have your trailer view, your climate controls. You do have touch sensitive controls and actual buttons. No, actually, they're all buttons. None of it is touch sensitive. It's just all gloss black. But you can adjust your fan speed just like that. You do have this nice screen. Like I said, Nissan has come a long way. I just did a review on the new remodeled Sentra, and it blows the old system out of the water. Absolutely. Of course, you have this right here. LED for your vanity mirror. Everything is very luxurious in here. You put this back, wireless charging pad. It is very large. As you can see, I have a full-size phone, and I still have plenty of space. Just store it right in there. It starts charging. You have 2 more Type-C ports. I don't see too many Type-A's. I don't think I've seen a Type-A at all now that I think about it. Cup holders are a decent size. You can fit like a 20-ounce Gatorade bottle. Go ahead and press this. This opens up. It is power. You have some pretty deep storage. And move the coin holder out the way. It is lined with felt. And look, it goes super deep. Like your ex-girlfriend. Let me go ahead and close that back. Then you have this glove box over here. It's a large vehicle. I'm a big guy and I still have a hard time reaching. Not lined with felt, which is a shocker at this price point. And let me go ahead and close that back. Now let me talk about price. This one is sitting at about $82,000, $83,000. And of course, it could be a little bit cheaper if you tell them ChronicTurbo sent you. You know, you can pay a little bit less, of course. And they have other incentives involved, you know, first responders, so on and so forth. Just holler at your boy at Hills Nissan. You know, just ask for Zach. Tell him ChronicTurbo sent you, and you will be fine. AC vents, they blow nice and well. You have one located here, 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 and there. Soft touch all across the dash, except for the speaker grills itself, but it is leather all across the dash. You do have some more of that material, like this plastic material. It's not meant to look like carbon fiber, I'm sure of it, but it does have a nice texture. You have some wood grain down here. I'm not sure why they just put it there. This is supposed to look like wood as well, but it's not. It's actually plastic, but it feels really nice. It's pretty lightweight, so you can slide it back and forth pretty easily. Here's your gear shifter. I'm not really a fan of it because it is in gloss back. You're gonna get a lot of fingerprints because you're gonna touch it often, especially if you eat in your car. Don't eat in this car. If you're in my car, you're not eating. I'm sorry. But your different drive modes right here, they're all on this wheel. Of course, you got sport, you got eco, you got trailer, you got hill, you got desert, you got snow, you got highway, you got all this other crap, which is awesome. Your driver assist features on this side with your cruise control, your adaptive cruise control, you know, with your Nissan radar system and everything that you got going on. You got paddle shifters on this vehicle as well. Steering wheel is nice wrapped in leather. You do have the orange stitching with the orange outline and the gloss black on the buttons, and your voice controls on this side. You have this huge, massive screen right here to look at. It's very cool. It's very nice. It's very awesome. It's a lot, guys, but I enjoy it. I absolutely had a great time reviewing this vehicle. My phone is dying, so I didn't drive it. But honestly, it's a treat. You do have power folding mirrors as well in this vehicle, so that's nice to have that. Of course, as for that panoramic sunroof, you just press that button, you slide the shade back, and then you press the button on the other side. Make sure it goes back all the way, and then you can just open it up. You do have roof rails on this vehicle, as I'll go ahead and lift you up the seat at the top of the vehicle. If it's dirty up there, it's Florida. We got, you know, what they call it? Love bugs flying around. So they're everywhere and they leave your vehicles looking a mess. So I apologize if you see any debris up there, but there's nothing we can do about that, right? Of course, you have your trailer controls right there. I mean, not your trailer controls. You have your chassis controls, you know, 4 low, 4 high, auto, so on and so forth. Here's your lift controls for the actual vehicle itself. You can lower it. It's auto raise, auto lower. So as you approach the vehicle, it could change the stance and everything as you turn it on. This vehicle is feature packed. I absolutely love it. I couldn't ask for more in an SUV. I mean, it's a bit pricey, but when you're being completely honest, you get a lot. And of course, you do have a camera for your rearview mirror that you can switch back and forth between standard and camera. So that is nice to have that. Very good quality. Rivals GM in that department. Here's your sunglass holder as well. Large. I have plenty of space in here. Go ahead, show you my headroom. Look at all that headroom. I'm comfortable. I can sit in here all day. I can fall asleep in here. I can study in here. I can take my lunch break in here. I can do everything I want to do inside this vehicle, and I won't get tired of doing it because it's just absolutely a nice place to be. And of course, you have Wi-Fi hotspot, Android Auto, Apple CarPlay. It is wireless. I mean, you just absolutely can't beat it at all. And I know I kept saying orange stitching, but it is called lava red. I meant to mention that a little bit earlier, but it's lava red stitching. And I'm sorry, I just keep saying orange. It's just, I call it how I see it. It looks orange. And that's what I'm going to call it. But if you want to be accurate, it's lava red. But that's it, guys. I'm done here. Love you guys. Please like, comment, subscribe. You want to see more vehicles like this? I'm getting into doing more new vehicles as well to try to keep you guys up to know on what's going on, especially on these redesigned vehicles. But that's it. It's your boy ChronicTurbo. Peace.